fabulous day. It's Christmas Eve, and thank you so much for listening to us. For me, I think a lot about Christmas, and I wish I could convince my children we are lucky. We are going to eat until we are full. We are going to be warm, and we're going to watch some dodgy film, and Daddy's going to fall asleep in the middle of it. It is a ritual, and you can't make somebody understand something unless they've seen something else. Warehouse workers at the Felix Project are very busy now packing up food to send to projects across London. The project was one of our Make a Difference winners back in 2022, and we sent reporter Nikki Ford there to see how things are progressing. Morning to you, Nikki.
Morning, Ed. Yes. Now, most workplaces feel a little bit quiet now, don't they? They're starting to thin out, but not here at this Felix redistribution charity. It's their warehouse that I'm in Deptford, and it's busy. In fact, it's so busy. People are busy packing up lots of fresh fruit and veg. There's cauliflowers, there's lovely looking satsumas, there's artichokes. There's something, I believe it was called yenta, but I might have got that wrong, but something I'd not heard of. There's so many lovely vegetables, fresh fruit, and it's all going to people that are really in need of this Christmas. And I'm joined here by Charlotte, who is their CEO. Welcome, Charlotte. Just tell us a bit about what is going on here. This is one of your busiest days, isn't it?
It absolutely is. So at the Felix Project, we're on track to do about 37 million meals to Londoners most in need this year. But Christmas is always a very busy time for us. Normally, we would do about 300 tonnes a week. This week, we'll do about 400 tonnes, just to give you a sense of how busy it is.
Wow, 400 tonnes. And where does that all come from, all this food?
So you can imagine there is a huge amount of surplus all year round, whether it's from the farm gate, from supermarkets, from restaurants, from quick service restaurants. Actually, there's even more at Christmas. It's a really joyful time for lots of people, but for others, it's a really stressful time if they can't afford to put food on the table. And we have seen demand once again go up this year for people who are really struggling in London.
Because we talk so much, don't we, about the cost of living, the economic pressures. They're not going away, are they, for people? And you are seeing that. And it's Christmas, which is a time, really, that it's thrown into sharp focus.
Absolutely. So we've done a survey recently, and 1 in 4 working Londoners are really struggling to put food on the table for themselves and their families. That's a quarter of our community who are really struggling. So there is a huge amount of people who, Christmas is a stressful time, not worrying about how they're going to feed their families, how they're going to get presents. That's why the Felix Project is such a vital service. We redistribute to about 1,200 charities all across the year, but we do extra distribution all across Christmas. And we've done even more this year. December's always busy for the Felix Project, but this year is the busiest December we've ever had.
That's interesting. So the busiest December you've ever had. So there's obviously an acute need for your services here. Barbara is one of the volunteers who's been packing these enormous crates. And I understand that each charity is going to perhaps receive a van of produce where they might normally receive a few crates. What's it been like this morning, Barbara?
Well, I've only just come on shift, but I came in today because I knew how busy it was going to be. Obviously, Christmas is a family time, and I've got family coming myself this evening, but I thought it'd be really good to help out. I actually love coming here because I know, listening to what Charlotte said, that every time I come and volunteer, somebody's going to eat after I've been here that wouldn't have had any food today. And what better way to do that than on Christmas?
Exactly. And tell me just some of the things that you will be packing up then. What sorts of things can people receive?
Well, today, hopefully, they'll get lots of fruit and veg. Hopefully, we've still got some meat left to give out. Quite a lot of ambient goods, so goods that they can store for a little bit longer if they need it. But basically, fresh food that otherwise would have gone to waste is what we hope to be giving out today.
Healthy stuff, that's great. And Charlotte, just tell me tell me about some of the projects that will be receiving these Christmas deliveries especially.
So I've just been actually doing some of the picking, going out to homeless shelters, to domestic violence refugees. I just picked for Lewisham Donation Hub, which is an amazing donation hub just down the road here in Lewisham. It'll be going out to food banks, to all sorts of things. But we also do a big distribution events over Christmas. Last December, we did just over 200 of those. This year, we're doing over 600. So it just gives you a sense of the scale of the need out there. And the Felix Project is here to get that fresh fruit and vegetables out to the communities who really need it.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Well,